At my wedding reception, my mother-in-law grabbed the mic and announced, "She's not good enough for my son." I give it 6 months. The room went silent. My husband just stood there. I took the mic and said, "You're right, I'm not." Then revealed what I found in her email that morning. The wedding had been perfect until that moment. I'd spent 18 months planning every detail while Victoria complained about the flowers, the venue, the menu, my dress, my existence. My name is Natalie, and from wherever you're watching this, stay with me. Because what I discovered 3 hours before walking down the aisle changed everything. And my mother-in-law's drunken announcement gave me the perfect stage to expose it all. He'd left it behind when he went to get ready with his groomsmen. The screen lit up. Mom, urgent read now. I shouldn't have. Looked. But after 3 years of Victoria treating me like a gold-digging parasite, despite my executive salary, my Ivy League degree, and the fact that I'd actually helped Jason pay off his student loans, I looked. The email thread was titled, Operation Breakup Phase Final. My hands shook as I scrolled. Messages dating back 2 years. Victoria and her sister Diane. Planning, scheming, documenting. The prenup is ready. Judge Morrison will fast-track the divorce when needed. Hired the investigator. To see what she is, we need to be patient. The reception will be perfect. Public humiliation works better than private conversation, but it was the attachment that stopped my heart. A contract with Sophia Chen, Jason's ex from college, the one who'd accidentally gotten a job at Jason's firm. Additional $100,000. When Jason proposes to you within 1 year. Full inheritance restoration upon marriage. Signed, dated, notarized. I screenshotted everything, emailed it to myself, my lawyer, my best friend. Then I saw the final message sent at 6 a.m. that morning. Tonight's the night. I'll humiliate her during the toast. White dress, perfect makeup, about to marry a... We need to start photos in 20. Change of plans, I said, pulling out my laptop. I need you to do something for me. The ceremony went perfectly. Jason cried when he saw me. His vows were beautiful. I meant every word of mine, looking straight at him, not once glancing at Victoria in the front row with her practiced smile and calculating eyes. The reception started beautifully. Best man, maid of honor. All lovely, all sincere. Then Victoria stood up, wobbling slightly on her designer heels, grabbing the mic from the DJ. I'd like to say something about my new daughter-in-law, she began, voice dripping honey over poison. The room quieted. Jason squeezed my hand under the table. He'd been drinking, relaxed, happy, clueless. Not our caliber, but I thought, give her a chance, Victoria. Mom, he called out, warning in his voice. She ignored him. But people are who they are. You can dress them up, teach them which fork to use, but breeding shows. So I'll be honest, she's not good enough for my son. I give it 6 months before he realizes his mistake. The silence was deafening. Jason's family looked mortified. I put my hand on his arm, stood instead, walked calmly to Victoria, and took the microphone. Victoria's eyes lit up with triumph. Jason made a sound of protest. I continued. I'm not good enough for your son because I would never hire a private investigator to stalk his girlfriend. I would never pay his ex-girlfriend $150,000 to seduce him back. The room exploded in whispers. Victoria's face went white. I smiled sweetly. Grace, could you start the presentation, please? The lights dimmed. The projection screen behind the head table lit up. There it was in 4K clarity. The email thread. Every message, every scheme, every payment receipt, the contract with Sophia's signature. What is this? Jason stood, staring at the screen. Mom, what the hell is this? It's fake, Victoria shrieked. $15,000 the month before, all labeled consulting fees. Sophia stood abruptly, knocking over her champagne. I need to sit down. Screenshots of text between Victoria and Sophia. Target acquired. Favorite, I said, clicking to the last slide. Is this one from this morning? Tonight's the night? You comfort Jason. We'll have them divorced by Christmas. The room erupted. Victoria office, now. But Robert, now. Sophia, I said pleasantly into the mic. Since you're here, since you accepted $50,000 to destroy my marriage, would you like to say anything? She was trapped. 200 pairs of eyes on her. Jason staring with such betrayal it could have melted steel. Jason, I can explain. Explain what? He walked toward her. How you've been lying every single day for a year. From what? Jason gestured. From marrying the woman who paid off my loans when I was drowning, who held me when Mom made me feel worthless, who never asked for a penny but gave me everything. He turned back to me, eyes wet. Nat, I'm so sorry. I had no idea. I know, I said softly. That's why I married you anyway. There's more, I announced. Choices. You can let them or you can protect yourself. So 3 months ago, when Sophia started getting more aggressive, I hired my own investigator. Sophia's face went gray. Turns out, this isn't her first rodeo. Miami 2019. Broke up an engagement for $30,000. Dallas 2021. I clicked to the evidence. Police reports, court documents, testimonies from her. I'm not going to press charges. You see, Victoria, you've given me the greatest wedding gift possible. Your son now knows what you're capable of. Robert returned, face-like. Victoria and I are getting divorced, effective immediately. Gasps. Victoria nowhere to be seen. Jason, Robert continued, your mother has been removed from the premises. The rest of you, please enjoy the party. Bars open all night. The DJ, God bless him, immediately started playing Celebration. Actually ran, leaving. Jason pulled me into his arms. How long have you known? Publicly, so she could never deny it. I love you, he whispered. The rest of the night was magical. Without Victoria's toxic presence, people relaxed. My family and Jason's finally mingled freely. Robert gave a beautiful toast about choosing love over blood when blood chooses cruelty. We danced until 3 a.m. surrounded by people who actually loved us. The next morning, as we lay in our honeymoon suite, Jason showed me his phone. 17 missed calls from Victoria. 43 texts ranging from rage to begging to threats to apologies. Block her? She's the woman who tried to destroy the best thing in my life. You're my family now. He blocked her, then called Robert. Dad, yeah, we're good. Amazing, actually. Listen, about the divorce lawyer, I know a good one. While he talked, I opened my laptop. Victoria had been busy. But the comments told a different story. The wedding guests had spread the word. Gone viral in our social circle. Every post was flooded with, we saw the receipts, Victoria, and Karma's a bride in white. One more thing, Jason said, hanging up. She's been doing this for years, breaking up relationships she didn't approve of. Yeah, but here's the thing, you're the only one who fought back, the only one. Who exposed her? Dad wants to know if you'll help him contact the others, build a case. Of course, I said, but after the honeymoon. We spent 2 weeks in Santorini, turned off our phones, ignored the drama, focused on us. Robert had already filed papers. The house was being sold. Justice was being served. We hosted dinners where no one got ambushed. We built a life free from poison. A year later, I was pregnant. We didn't tell Victoria. She earned the title by showing up with love instead of schemes. And Sophia? Turns out destroying marriages for money is legally questionable. Who knew? Sometimes Jason asks if I regret how our wedding went, if I wish I just quietly handled it instead of making a scene. I tell him the truth. Victoria chose the stage. Instead, she destroyed herself. The mic drop wasn't just about revenge. It was about protection. Every person in that room needed to know what she was capable of. Every future victim needed warning. Every flying monkey needed to see the witch behind the curtain. Our wedding video went viral. Not the ceremony, the reception. Thousands of comments from people who'd survived their own toxic in-laws. Holidays without manipulation. A husband who chose growth over genetics. A life built on truth instead of appearances. I was better because I loved him enough to expose the truth instead of playing along with the lie. And that $150,000 she spent trying to destroy us? We're still here, still married, still happy. And every anniversary, Jason makes the same toast. And to my mother, who showed us exactly who not to become, we clink glasses, we kiss. Because sometimes the best gift you can get is seeing someone's true face before it's too late. Is simply living well publicly despite their best efforts. Victoria grabbed the mic that night, thinking she'd end us. Instead, she set us free.